I'm gonna start this video off by telling you guys a story that I've never told anyone in my entire life before because I was too embarrassed by it. But I'm not anymore, and I think it's gonna help a lot of you guys understand why I might have the things that I have. And also, I do believe it's gonna help a lot of you guys in your own life, wherever you are. So, before I tell you the story, I just wanna say this is my new business channel, at least I think I'm gonna post it on there. So make sure to subscribe and like because this is the real me. Like, I do sports betting content, but honestly, like, I've got the reaction from so many people, like, you do sports betting content? But, like, I just do that because it's how I build my company. I kind of was forced into doing it, I guess you would say. Anyway, let's continue onward. What is the story? The story is the worst year of my life. And it's the year after I dropped out of college back when I was 21. So, let's start when I was 20. My parents told me I needed to make $25K a month to drop out of college. Reason being, they were paying for my school, and I basically told them, like, I didn't want to go to school. We used to get in fights, and they were like, you're going, and I was like, I'm not going unless you pay for it. And they were like, we'll pay for it. So I went to school, and they said to me, you need to make $25K a month to drop out. So I made it to $25K a month, obviously, dropped out. And you might think on the outside, the next year of my life was awesome. You're probably sitting there like, well, like, how could it be bad? You were making $25K a month, bro. Well, the next year, I worked 10 hours a day, all day, every day, and I made $200,000, but I spent $214,000. Let that sink in. It's actually a really funny meme. I don't know why that shit kills me. It's the let that sink in. I'll shut up now. Anyway, I lost 14 grand. But not only that, I got scammed, I got hacked, I had to hire a 70-year-old lady to come into my house, take pictures of where I worked, and if you're wondering why, it was for high-risk payment processing. If you know, you know. If not, you're probably looking at me like, what did bro just say? So anyway, I'll continue onward. Imagine you're throwing away a full multiple years of your life. I'm talking, guys, like, everything in my life I viewed as a complete distraction that was not my immediate friends or my immediate family. That was it. Anything else was not worth my time. I would wake up in the morning, I would go to the gym, I would eat 3 times, and I would work all day and all night on my laptop. I would work until 1 a.m., I'd wake up at 10 a.m. every single day until my eyes couldn't even look at a screen anymore. And I lost 14 grand in a year. Do you know what it was like going to sleep at night sometimes? Wondering, did I just throw away my future? Wondering, seeing people my age actually having fun, having a college experience, something I wish I got to do because everyone I knew and everyone I was friends with seemed like they were having an awesome time. And I was just this kid sitting in his bedroom just trying to chase a dream. And that year is the reason I have the things that I have. Because you don't know the mental strength, the mental scar tissue you have to build up as a 21-year-old kid to be able to send $10, $20, $30,000 wires to people. For coaching, for networking groups, whatever it was that I thought could get me ahead, I was spending all my money. I had my best month ever in February this one year, and I made $26,000, and I was jumping around like a little kid. And on March 1st, I sent a wire for $30,000 to get someone to coach me. I did, because I knew in the long run I would make more money from it. And it took 2 years, 2 more years after that. But then in September of 2024, I made $100K in a month. I actually personally profited about $90K. But that's not when it got crazy. When it actually got crazy was November of 2024. It was late November. What happened was, I believe it was like November 23rd or 24th. And that was the day I automated my business. So what automating my business did was, imagine for 5 years, you hyper obsess over something day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night. You don't entertain shit. I did not entertain a single distraction. And look, this is my entrepreneur journey. I know other guys that are much more successful than me or similar levels, and they didn't have to do all this stuff. This is what worked for me. This is how I got to where I am. This is my story. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, November 23rd, I hire everything out. The business only needed me 10 hours a week. I had complete time freedom. I jumped around like a little kid for all of December and January because it was like, I did it. I accomplished what I figured to be my dream, most people's dreams at 22. And I was like, time freedom. I could go anywhere I wanted, location freedom. I can jump on a plane tomorrow, fly anywhere in the world, and I will profit while I'm being there. And obviously, like, financial freedom. So, like, it was a lot to take in, but what I didn't understand until recently in February was the effect that 4 years even had on me. 4 years of just locking in so much. It made me like, I don't even know how to say it. It just like was weird trying to actually start living my life again, like going out and stuff until I moved to Miami. I had to move out of my hometown to basically fully understand what it was like and realize how much more I needed to grow as a person. And I'm only going to be in Miami for like 6 months. Then I'm going to New York, Hawaii, and Cape Town. One of those three. I'm probably going to bounce around all over the world for the next 10 years because that was the goal. And yeah, see what, I guess, see where the wind takes me. So the story of the worst year of my life is how I lost $14,000 in year 3 of business, even though I was working day and night. And I want you guys all to know that it is not all sunshine and rainbows. And wherever you are in your life, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're just doing your own thing, I want you to know that it is very important that you have goals that you're working towards. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to go after these mega things that I do. I do it because I'm hyper obsessive about the things I want in my life. And you can be too. You don't have to be entrepreneurial. I just think every person needs a goal or some goals they're working towards, whether it's your fitness, whatever it is. Like, for example, right now in my life, my number one biggest goal is to get in the absolute best shape humanly possible and learn how to fight. So I'm in the gym 7 days a week. That's what I'm doing right now personally. And maybe that's something similar to you guys or in your life, whatever it is. Even if it's just ranking up in your job, getting a higher paying job, whatever it is, stay on that track. Don't get sucked into all the BS online of online money and all this stuff. Like, yes, it's cool and all, but the actual people that make the money online, it is a grind. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to achieve things like this, and obviously I'm not saying I made it, but I've done pretty well for myself so far. Look, it is going to suck. Like, there is no shortcut. There really isn't. So the raw reality is I don't even feel like my life is real. But it took 5 years, mental breakdowns, and a ridiculous amount of stress to actually get here. And I also understand fully that I can lose everything just as easy as I got it. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys have questions, leave them down below. I know this might have been a little bit more of an intense or direct video, but I do think the story is going to help a lot of you understand that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And you can probably imagine the way I was thinking in like my mind back in that year where I lost 14 grand. So yeah, let's leave it at that. Talk soon.